I understand that in this room and among those listening from afar, there are souls exhausted from constantly having to be strong. There are cries that cannot be uttered, questions of why, for which the answer seems to be heaven's silence. Perhaps you've felt the weight of unspoken grief, the hollow ache of loneliness, or the piercing sting of betrayal. Your heart might be a cacophony of discordant notes, a symphony of sorrow that feels too overwhelming to express. You are not alone in this silence. This pain, this profound sense of isolation, your tumultuous emotions are not only permissible but are a testament to the depth of your human experience. There is no shame in feeling broken, in feeling lost, in feeling utterly drained. These feelings are valid, and in this sacred space, we acknowledge them fully. But I want us to discover a liberating truth together. God doesn't demand a joyful song when our hearts are shattered. He has given us a hymnal, and within its pages are the very notes of lament. The Psalms offer a divine language for our deepest, darkest emotions, providing a sanctuary where we can be utterly raw and real before our Creator. They mirror our anguish, echo our despair, and validate our cries, showing us that even in our most profound suffering, we are seen and heard. They are not merely ancient poems but living prayers, a bridge between our human fragility and divine compassion. We will not shy away from these difficult emotions. Instead, we will learn how to transform our very sighs into prayers, into an authentic melody before God. This journey isn't about finding quick fixes, but about discovering a voice for your soul, a true and honest expression of your heart's condition before the one who truly understands. Now that we've found the initial notes to articulate our deepest feelings, let's explore how the Psalms transform those laments into a powerful dialogue with God. Today, we turn our attention to Psalm 15, a profound guide that helps us discern the authentic heart in God's presence. This psalm isn't a list of impossible demands, but rather a beautiful, poetic description of the kind of person who truly dwells in God's holy presence, a person of integrity, truth, and genuine connection. It provides a mirror, not to judge, but to reflect on the qualities that truly resonate with divine harmony. It asks, Lord, who may dwell in your sacred tent, who may live on your holy mountain, and then proceeds to answer with clarity and grace. It's a call to examine our inner melodies, to ensure that the notes we play align with the symphony of God's character. It's about becoming the person who not only seeks God's presence, but is ready to receive it fully. The unchanging promise. Psalm 15, 1 NIV asks, Lord, who may dwell in your sacred tent, who may live on your holy mountain. This isn't a question of exclusion, but an invitation to understand the character of those who genuinely seek and find fellowship with God. It's a promise that intimacy with God is possible for those whose lives reflect His truth. A story of overcoming. Consider the countless individuals throughout history, and even in our modern day, who have found solace and guidance in this very psalm. Think of a young person grappling with the pressures of peer conformity, seeking to stand firm in their convictions. They might initially feel isolated, as if their desire for purity and honesty sets them apart. Yet, by meditating on Psalm 15, they find a powerful affirmation that true strength lies not in popularity, but in integrity. They discover that their authentic self, guided by God's principles, is precisely who God desires to commune with. This psalm empowers them to choose honesty over deceit, kindness over gossip, and ultimately, to trust in God's unwavering presence. Even when the world tempts them to compromise, they learn that their truest self is found in aligning with God's character. A step of faith this week. Take a moment to reflect on Psalm 15. Choose one phrase or quality mentioned in the psalm that resonates most with you. Perhaps whose walk is blameless, or who does what is righteous. Meditate on it and ask God to reveal how you can embody that truth in one small, practical way today. It might be as simple as choosing to speak kindly when you're tempted to criticize, or standing firm on a principle when it feels easier to give in. As we delve deeper into the rich tapestry of Psalm 15, we discover that the qualities it describes are not abstract ideals, but concrete expressions of a life lived in harmony with God. This psalm outlines a beautiful melody of integrity, a counter-melody to the discordant noise of the world. It paints a vivid picture of the individual whose walk is blameless and who does what is righteous, who speaks the truth from their heart. Psalm 15:2. This isn't about rigid perfection, but about an earnest pursuit of wholeness and authenticity. It's about cultivating a heart where deceit finds no dwelling place, where words are spoken with sincerity, and where actions align with one's deepest convictions. The integrity described here extends beyond outward appearances. It delves into the very core of our being, shaping our thoughts, intentions, and reactions. This melody of integrity allows us to stand firm, unwavering, knowing that our foundation is built on truth. It speaks to the freedom found in not having to pretend, in being truly seen and loved for who we are, flaws and all. Within the embrace of God's grace, the unchanging promise. Psalm 15:3-4 continues, whose tongue utters no slander, who does no wrong to a neighbor, and casts no slur on others, who despises a vile person but honors those who fear the Lord, who keeps an oath even when it hurts. This section is a powerful revelation of the practical outworking of a heart aligned with God. It emphasizes our words and our relationships, showing that true godliness is demonstrated in how we treat those around us and how we uphold our commitments. A story of overcoming. Consider the challenging journey of a person struggling with the urge to gossip or spread negativity. They might find themselves easily drawn into conversations that diminish others, or tempted to use their words to elevate themselves at someone else's expense. The constant internal battle can be exhausting, leading to feelings of guilt and spiritual dissonance. However, by embracing Psalm 15, they begin a transformative process. They actively choose to bite their tongue, to speak words that build up instead of tear down. They consciously seek out opportunities to honor others, even those they disagree with. This deliberate shift, though difficult at first, slowly retunes their heart. They discover that the freedom and peace found in speaking truth and kindness far outweigh the fleeting satisfaction of malicious words. Their life begins to play a new, harmonious melody, reflecting God's love and respect for others. A step of faith. For the next few days, pay close attention to your words. Before you speak, ask yourself, does this align with the melody of integrity described in Psalm 15? Does it build up or tear down? Choose to be a fountain of blessing, consciously refraining from slander and actively speaking words of encouragement and truth. As our symphony of faith progresses, we arrive at a powerful movement that speaks to endurance and stability. Having understood the authentic heart and the melody of integrity, Psalm 15 culminates in a profound promise: who lends money to the poor without interest, who does not accept a bribe against the innocent. Whoever does these things will never be shaken. Psalm 15:5. This isn't merely an ending note. It's a declaration of unwavering strength, a testament to the stability found in a life anchored in God's principles. The actions described here, financial integrity and justice, are tangible expressions of a heart that truly fears the Lord and loves its neighbor. They represent a life lived with a deep-seated commitment to righteousness, even when it demands personal sacrifice or goes against the tide of societal norms. This enduring note speaks to a faith that is not easily swayed by worldly temptations or the shifting sands of circumstances. It promises a foundation so firm that no storm, no challenge, no despair can truly uproot it. This is the steadfast rhythm of a soul fully harmonized with its Creator, a melody that resonates with eternal truth, the unchanging promise. The final phrase of Psalm 15:5, "Whoever does these things will never be shaken," is a foundational promise of divine security and steadfastness. It assures us that a life built on these principles of integrity and justice will withstand the trials and tribulations of life, finding an unshakable dwelling in God's presence. A story of overcoming. Imagine a small business owner facing immense financial pressure. They are presented with an opportunity to cut corners, to exploit a loophole, or to accept a gift that would compromise their ethics but significantly ease their burdens. The temptation is immense, and the fear of failure looms large. However, having meditated on Psalm 15, they recall the unwavering promise: whoever does these things will never be shaken. They choose the path of integrity, even if it means temporary hardship. They prioritize honest dealings, fair practices, and generosity, even when it seems counterintuitive from a worldly perspective. Over time, while they might not achieve overnight riches, they build a reputation of trustworthiness and integrity. Their business, though perhaps modest, stands firm because it is built on a foundation of ethical conduct and a deep trust in God's provision. Their peace is not dependent on their profits, but on their unwavering commitment to God's ways. A step of faith. Identify one area in your life where you might be tempted to compromise your integrity for personal gain or convenience. This week, consciously choose to uphold the principles of Psalm 15 in that specific area. Trust that God's promise of stability is far more valuable than any temporary benefit gained through compromise. Let this enduring note guide your choices, knowing that your steadfastness will lead to unshakable peace. We have journeyed together through the profound symphony of Psalm 15, from harmonizing with our pain to finding the authentic notes of integrity and the strength of enduring faithfulness. We began by acknowledging the raw, unspoken cries of our hearts, then discovered how Psalm 15 provides a divine compass for walking blamelessly in God's presence. We explored the beautiful melody of integrity, speaking truth, honoring others, and keeping our word, and finally, anchored ourselves in the unwavering promise of stability for those who live justly and uprightly. This journey has not been about demanding perfection, but about embracing a heart that sincerely seeks to resonate with the divine. It's about letting God retune our souls, guiding us from discordant laments to a powerful, victorious song of faith. Now, as we stand at the threshold of this victorious coda, let us together make a powerful declaration of trust and hope. This is not a performance, but a heartfelt affirmation of your commitment to the conductor of your life. A declaration of hope, though the melody of my life may waver. I still believe you are the conductor, though I may not see the light. I still believe you are my song. Lord, you are my strength and my psalm. I declare today that I will strive to live with integrity, to speak truth, to honor others, and to choose righteousness in all my ways. I trust that in doing so, I will never be shaken. My hope is in you, my God, my fortress, my unwavering anchor. I invite you now to come to the Lord, to allow Him to reharmonize your soul, to mend the broken chords, and to fill you with His profound peace. Lay down your burdens, your anxieties, and your fears at His feet. He is waiting to embrace you, to whisper assurances of His unfailing love, and to plant a renewed song of hope deep within your spirit. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May He lift up His countenance upon you and give you peace. May your life be a testament to the enduring power of His truth. And may you forever sing the victorious song of faith, a melody renewed and strengthened by His divine grace. Amen.